Hello students, welcome to maths class. So today we will complete our continuity, right? I said from this topic you are going to get one 4 marks question, okay? So we will do this continuity problems. So come to the first question. Show that f of x is equal to f of x, this function is defined as cos ax minus cos bx by x square if x not equal to 0. And b square minus a square by 2 if x is equal to 0, where a and b are real constant and continuous at 0. So what I said, when we can say the function is continuous, I said it must be defined at that point. Yes, it is defined, function is defined means it is given one equation, right? And the next it should be that limit must be exist, right? After that, limit x tends to a, f of x must be equals to f of a. Then we can say that that function is continuous at a, right? Here we have to prove that this function is continuous at 0. Okay, so come on, how we can prove that? I said two method, according to the given situation, two ways we can prove this one. Suppose less than, greater than are given in the question, we will go for left hand limit, right hand limit. If left hand limit is equal to right hand limit and some value is there, then limit exists, then f of a also we will find it, right? That is one method. If less than or greater than are not given to us, directly we will take our third condition. What is that condition? Limit x tends to a, f of x is equal to f of a. This form we have to use. Okay, so come on, now first you take your question. What is the given information to you? So given that, right? What is given that f of x is equal to, come on, what is given to you? It is cos ax minus cos bx by x square if x not equal to 0 and b square minus a square by 2 if x is equal to 0. So whenever less than, greater than is not given, directly we will take limit x tends to a, f of x value we will find. Here your a value is 0, so you take limit x tends to 0 f of x. Not x is equal to 0. If x is equal to 0, function is defined as b square minus a square by 2. If x not equal to 0, function is defined like this. So here your x tends to 0, right? Not equals to 0. So we will take this function. So what is that function? Limit x tends to 0. So come on, we can write it as cos ax minus cos bx by x square. Okay, so in trigonometry there is one formula. What is that? Cos c minus cos d is equal to minus 2 sine of c plus d by 2 into sine of c minus d by 2. Okay, this is a trigonometric formula. If you observe, your problem is of same form. I said formula means it is general form. Instead of c and d, we can have minus 2 sine c plus d by 2, sine c minus d by 2 also we can take, right? So we can take this as limit x tends to 0. Come on, we can write this as minus 2 sine. What is your c? In c place we are having ax and in d place we are having bx. So it is ax plus bx by 2 into sine of, come on, ax minus bx by 2 by x square. Okay. So now you take two terms are there, you take the limit separately for the two terms. Okay, so then what happens? Generally, if any constant term is there, minus 2 is constant, we will write outside of the limits. So you take minus 2 outside and write down limit x tends to 0 sine of, observe here, x is common, ax plus bx by 2. So we can take x outside. So it will be a plus b by 2 into x, right. Similarly, limit x tends to 0 sine of, here also you can take your x outside, isn't it? So it is a minus b by 2 into x. So by x into is there. So x square can be taken as, it is distributed for this 1x and for that 1x. In the middle into is there. So x into x is x square only. So what I said in limits, while doing the limits, whenever sign formula is there, we generally use 99% we will use this formula. Limit theta tends to 0, sin theta by theta is equal to 1. That means this one, this one, this one. These three values must be equal. So here we have to get downwards a plus b by 2, isn't it? Sin of a plus b by 2x is there. So downwards we have to get a plus b by 2. How we will get it? We will multiply and divide. Similarly, here also downwards we have to get a minus b by 2. How we will get it? Multiply and divide with a minus b by 2. So come on, how we can write it? Minus 2 limit x tends to 0 sine of a plus b by 2x by x into a plus b by 2, a plus b by 2. Similarly, limit x tends to 0 sine of a minus b by 2x by, come on, x is there, we will multiply and divide with a minus b by 2, a minus b by 2. Okay. So this a plus b by 2 comes along with this x, a minus b by 2 comes along with this x. We don't want that a plus b by 2, this one and this one, and they are constants, we can write outside. So is equal to minus 2 into a plus b by 2 into, come on, it is a minus b by 2 into limit, come on, x tends to 0 means x value is almost equals to 0. So x into something is also 0. So instead of x, we can write a plus b by 2x tends to 0 sine of, come on, a plus b by 2x by sine a plus b by 2x. Okay. Similarly, here limit, instead of x we can write a minus b by 2x tends to 0 sine of a minus b by 2x by a minus b by 2 into x. Okay. So if you observe, now both are in your limits formula form. Limit theta tends to 0 sin theta by theta is equal to 1 form. So again it is formula general form. Instead of theta we can have any value. So is equal to, here 2 cancel, minus, come on, a plus b into a minus b, that is a square minus b square by 2 into this value is equals to 1 and this value is equals to 1, right. So is equal to 1 into something means something only, and send this minus inside, then it is b square minus a square by 2. So therefore limit x tends to 0, f of x is equal to, we got b square minus a square by 2. Okay, so now you find out f of 0, right? So f of 0 is equal to, what is the meaning of f of 0? It is f of x value when x is equal to 0. What is the meaning of f of 0? It is the value of f of x when x value is equals to 0. So when x value is equal to 0, when x is equal to 0, f of x is defined as b square minus a square by 2. It is given in the question only, b square minus a square by 2. Okay, so therefore we got limit x tends to 0, f of x is equal to f of 0, right? So which is in the form of limit x tends to a, f of x is equal to f of a. That is the condition for the function to be continuous. So therefore f is continuous, right? Continuous at 0. That is the answer. Okay, so come on, how we will find this equation? So given f of x is equal to cos ax minus cos bx by x square, if x not equal to 0, if x is equal to 0, this is the given function. That means function is defined like this. When x not equal to 0, your function is defined like this. When x is equal to 0, your function is defined like this. So if less than 0, greater than 0 is given in the question, we have to go for left hand limit, right hand limit. But here it is given that which value is given to you? Here not equal to 0, x not equal to 0 is given to you and x is equal to 0 given to you. Whenever problem is given in this form, we will go for third condition. What is that? Limit x tends to a, f of x is equal to f of a form. That means we have to prove limit x tends to 0, f of x is equal to f of 0. Okay, so come on, first we have taken limit x tends to 0, f of x tends to 0, not equals to 0. So if x tends to 0, x not equal to 0, function is defined like this. We have taken that function. Okay, so there is one formula in trigonometry, right? So what is that formula? It is cos c minus cos d. So cos c minus cos d is equal to minus 2 sine of c plus d by 2 into sine of c minus d by 2. Formulas means general form. Instead of c and d, we can have any value. Okay, so here cos ax minus cos bx. Instead of c, we are having ax. Instead of d, we are having bx. Okay, so cos c minus cos d. So it is minus 2 sine c plus d by 2 into sine c minus d by 2 form. Okay, after that I have taken this limit. Actually here two terms are there, right? So limit can be applicable if f of x into g of x is there, we can apply the limit for f of x as well as g of x. So there we did like that, and minus 2 is a constant, so constant can be taken outside. And this x square is distributed to two terms, right? First term 1x and second term another x. In the middle into is there, again x into x, x square only. So after that, if you observe, it is sine of this. So it is angle, right? So by some value is there and limit is there. So in limits, whenever sine comes, we will use this formula, isn't it? What is that formula? Limit theta tends to 0, sine theta by theta. That means sine of that angle divided by same angle must be there, and a limit must tends to that angle tends to 0. So for that sake, here it is sine of a plus b by 2x. Downwards also we should have a plus b by 2x. X is there, no problem, but a plus b by 2 is not there. So, multiply and divide with a plus b by 2. Similarly, in this question, sign of a minus b by 2x by x is there, right? So, that means downwards we want a minus b by 2 form, right? So, multiplying and dividing, right? So, okay, this a minus b by 2 will come along with this x and a plus b by 2 will come along with this x. Then we don't want this one and this one, which are nothing but the numbers, that means constants, we can write outside, right? So, if you take outside, it is a plus b by 2 into a minus b by 2, 2 cancels, okay? So, next, here x limit also must be same, no? So, if x value tends to 0, right? Okay, so x value almost equals to 0, 0 into anything is 0 only. So, we can write this as a plus b by 2x tends to 0, a minus b by 2x tends to 0. So, now exactly in that form, limit theta tends to 0 sin theta by theta form. So, this one equals to 1 and this one equals to 1. Okay, so then minus of a square minus b square, here what happens, minus will be outside, a plus b into a minus b, it is a square minus b square. Send that negative sign inside, then you will get your b square minus a square by 2. Okay, so limit x tends to 0, f of x is equal to, actually we have taken that value, isn't it? Limit x tends to 0, f of x, finally we got that value as b square minus a square by 2. So, therefore, limit x tends to 0, f of x is equal to b square minus a square by 2. Okay, so after that find f of 0. Why we have to find? There is a condition for continuity. What is that condition? If limit x tends to a, f of x is equal to f of a, then that function is continuous at a. In this problem, your a is 0. So, we have to find f of 0 value. So, find out f of 0. How we will find f of 0 means, it is nothing but in the function only it is given. The function f of x is defined as b square minus a square by 2 if x is equal to 0. Right. So, that is why f of 0 is equal to b square minus a square by 2. So, if you observe, this is your first one, right? This is your 1, right? This is your 2, right? So, from 1 and 2, limit x tends to 0, f of x is equals to f of 0, isn't it? Limit x tends to 0, f of x, we got b square minus a square by 2. And from the given definition, right, f of 0 is b square minus a square by 2. Both are same. So, limit x tends to 0, f of x is equal to f of 0. Nothing but the formula to the function to be continuous. Limit x tends to a, f of x is equal to f of a, that is the condition for any function to be a continuous function. Therefore, your f is continuous at 0. Okay. So, now come to the second question, right. So, here you take this one as homework. So, you have to check the continuity of given by this one at 0, 1 and 2. In this problem, check the continuity of f given by this at 0, 1, 2. So, very simple. First, you take, if you observe the question, x less than 0, function is defined like this, x greater than 0, function is defined like this. So, first you find out left hand limit at 0 and right hand limit at 0. If both are equal, that will be the limit, right, and f of 0. So, in this problem, your left hand limit at 0 not equal to right hand limit at 0. So, function is not continuous at 0. Next, you check the continuity at 1. How? Same thing, x less than 1, function is defined like this, x greater than 1, function is defined like this. You find out left hand limit at 1 and right hand limit at 1. Here again, your left hand limit not equal to right hand limit. So, your function is not continuous at 1 also. Next, observe x less than 2, x greater than 2. Same thing, left hand limit, continuity at 2 we are finding. First you write continuity at 0. Find out left hand limit, right hand limit. Left hand limit not equal to right hand limit. Function is not continuous. Next you write down side heading continuity at 1. Left hand limit at 1, right hand limit at 1, both are not equal again. So if you solve, you will get it, right? So actually this is the last question in continuity, that's why I have given homework and easy also, okay. So next you take continuity at 2, check the continuity at 2, same thing, left hand limit at 2 and take right hand limit at 2. If left hand limit at 2 not equal to right hand limit at 2, the function is not continuous at 2. That means this function is not continuous at 0, at 1 and at 2. Okay, so do this problem carefully, very simple, less than, greater than are given, right? We have to go for left hand limit and right hand limit. In this problem, particularly in this problem, your left hand limit at 0 not equal to right hand limit at 0. So function is not continuous at 0. Similarly, left hand limit at 1 is not equal to right hand limit at 1. So your function is not continuous at 1. Same thing with 2 also, your left hand limit at 2 not equal to right hand limit at 2, your function is not continuous at 2, okay. So practice these problems carefully. Actually continuity means continuation of limits, that means we are applying all the limits formulas in this continuity, but concept is we have to prove limit x tends to a f of x is equal to f of a. Whenever any function satisfies this condition, limit x tends to a f of x is equal to f of a, that function is said to be continuous at that point A. Okay, clear? So clear with the concept. Don't by heart each and every problem. If less than, greater than is given, we have to find left hand limit, right hand limit, both must be equal. Then that limit exists, we will get limit value. Then f of a value we will find. That is one method. According to the situation given to us, according to the function defined right in the question, we have to go for that method. If less than is not given, greater than is not given, then we will take a limit x tends to a f of x value first, we will get some value, then f of a value we will find separately. If both are equal, we will write limit x tends to a f of x is equal to f of a. Therefore, f is continuous at the point A. Okay, so that's all for today. Have a nice day.